Oh, Chapel Rome. Huge mistake, girl. You need to keep a crisis PR team on staff for you because you can't seem to get your ego in check. Hi, Professor Keeley here. So I've worked for the big, Fortune 500 companies, including Time Warner. And I have producer friends, and what I would tell you is what Rowan did is not uncommon. Most celebrities I've ever met, I would never meet. In fact, I run the opposite direction of a celebrity unless I'm forced to be there to engage with them for a particular event, and it's all I can do to stand there. Their egos are unbelievable, and their emotional state is so fragile that anything can set it off, just like this with Chapel. So apparently, Jude Law's daughter and Sadie Frost, who married a Brazilian soccer star, had gone out to breakfast. Rowan was eating. Their 9-year-old daughter, who's a fan, walks by her, makes eye contact, and smiles. Chapel is so offended that she sends her bodyguard over to their table to aggressively tell them that to stop harassing Chapel. Now, you have lost all sense of reality if you think that a 9-year-old smiling and making eye contact with you, anybody making eye contact with you, anybody smiling at you, that you deem harassment. And I just wonder if the family is going to do some legal action, right? Because isn't that harassment? When you send, or bullying at best, when you send your bodyguard over to harass a 9-year-old and her mother? Girl, you made a mess with the Bridget Bardot thing, and now this, it gives pause to make you think about the studio, the old studio, Hollywood studio, and all the abusive stories that came out of it. Now what I realize as an international art business coach who also deals with emotional people, there's an intersection between business and artists. And artists, and I don't care if you're a singer or not, or a painter, have this emotional element, right? And if you can't regulate it, you need to have the business world come in and regulate it. But today's sense and time, how do you regulate somebody who you're paying? Right? Or you're being paid by. So as a manager, unless you've got an airtight contract that basically says you can all but do this to this person, verbally, they don't have to listen to you, right? So in the Hollywood system, you never heard about DUIs. Why? Because the studio would send a car to pick them up. They never drove. So there's a lot more control that some of these celebrities need to give up. If I would never get into management of celebrities because I would be walking around with Gorilla Glue tape all the time to keep their mouth shut. And always, but I would be putting them in check. But I would be the mean one, right, for putting them in check. So, poor form, Chapel Rowan. And somebody needs to get this woman into therapy, because if you think eye contact is harassment, whoo, good luck surviving life, honey.